Hi, my name is Max Weinarb, and this is Indians Minute. I'm going to start this off by saying Francisco Lindor needs to stay. This ownership group is not the best ownership group in the MLB, and us Indians fans can all notice that. They do not like to spend money, and if we trade Francisco Lindor, we would obviously get a big name player to get Francisco Lindor. I'm thinking if we get a big name player, we're not going to be able to pay them because our ownership group is not willing to spend millions on a player. Next thing, our bullpen and the changes that could come with it. Our bullpen was very good last year, and I'm not going to say it was the best in baseball, but it was definitely not the worst. We had to fight that Corey Kluber was obviously not there the whole season. We had guys like Shane Bieber and Mike Clevenger, Adam Plutko, Zach Plesac, and Aaron Civale step in this whole season. Now, Bieber, very good pitcher. Clevenger definitely found his way up from a reliever spot to a starter. And then I have to say, Plesac had an amazing rookie year. And Adam Plutko had an average year for a guy who really didn't get much. And also, Aaron Civale, very good, and I expect big things from him. Now, the changes that could come with it. Brad Hand, we saw time and time again that he could not handle the pressure at the end of games. Adam Cimber started to come up during the end of games in that 7th and 8th inning spot. He seemed like he could be able to handle the pressure. Now, my next topic is the trade rumors. Francisco Lindor, obviously one of them. Mike Clevenger has been shopped around, but if I see Francisco Lindor going anywhere, it would definitely be either Boston, New York, and Los Angeles. Big places. That's the big thing. Cleveland, not a very big place for free agents. You've seen that in basketball, but not as much in football. But if you're saying to me, I think Francisco Lindor will be traded to the Los Angeles Dodgers, I see that is a very good assumption because Francisco Lindor, he has been shopped around with names as Gavin Lux, a very good September call-up who was on the Los Angeles Dodgers playoff roster. Another thing, Tony Gonsolin, the pitcher that got called up as well with the Los Angeles Dodgers, and Dustin May, who moved from a starter to a reliever. Another thing, Clevenger, I haven't heard of many names going around him, but I could definitely see him going to a team like maybe the Washington Nationals. Even though they don't really need him, he could move back into that reliever spot in case someone like Scherzer or Strasburg gets, tired or fatigued. You know what I'm saying? Like every pitcher does. The key new additions. What I'm thinking is these players, they're not the best players in the world, but they're not the worst. They're people that we're going to need down the stretch if we're wanting to make a playoff run. And those players are Delano DeShields Jr., Emmanuel Clase, Cesar Hernandez, and Sandy Leon. Leon is a catcher from the Boston Red Sox who won a World Series in 2018. Cesar Hernandez from the Philadelphia Phillies. He's more a speedster more than a hitter. Maybe he'll get some infield hits. Not very common, but maybe he'll get some RBIs racked up. Not a big home run hitter. Emmanuel Clase, haven't heard much about him. Got him from the Rangers in that Corey Kluber deal, which we'll talk about in a second. And Emmanuel Clase, I haven't really watched any Rangers game because, I'm in Michigan. I can't really see those. But Delano DeShields Jr. seems like a little promising prospect. We can send him up and down from the minors. Key departures. Corey Kluber, traded him because of that injury, is my opinion on it. But, he was a good guy to have in the locker room. Didn't show much emotion, which is always good when you're a pitcher. You don't want to show that you might be nervous or something like that, but very hard, and I wish he was still here. But we do have that backup for him in the bullpen. Jason Kipnis retired. Good for him. He had some great years here in Cleveland, and it's really sad to see one of those guys go. But we really just want to win, and if he's not going to be a part of it, but he will definitely be missed and have a good retirement kid. Yasiel Puig, that he was an outfielder, and that outfield we really needed help with. Jake Bauers, he wasn't the best outfielder, but he obviously wasn't the worst. You'll hear me saying that a lot. But, Yasiel Puig just really provided us with that thing. He just had that swagger. He just had everything. He had a strong arm. Was he the fastest? No. But he still had an arm, and he could swing the bat pretty darn well. Exciting players, in my opinion. One of those players is Oscar Mercado. He was a rookie last year, and I'm expecting big things from him in his second year in the majors. He definitely has some pop in his bat. Not the biggest home run hitter, but he can definitely hit home runs. Carlos Santana, I'm looking for another amazing season from him. Home run derby, all-star starter. That is so hard to do in the MLB with so many players, so many exciting prospects. I'm also expecting big things from Roberto Perez. He was a great catcher last year, had about 20 home runs, and that's very good for a catcher. Yan Gomes did a lot of that, but sadly he had to go to last offseason to the Washington Nationals, where he got replaced by Kurt Suzuki. Bradley Zimmer didn't play last year. I'm looking for him to start getting some playing time. Zach Plesac, great rookie last year, and I'm expecting big things from him again. If he can get in that rotation, maybe he can take out Plutko or Savali. I'm also expecting big things from Greg Allen. Not a home run hitter, but he can definitely swing the bat and has a great glove in the outfield. Tyler Naquin, the ACL injury. I want to talk about that for a second. Tyler Naquin he's just been very good, and it's sad to see that happen, but we're going to rebound from that, and we're going to get a nice little outfield. Possible breakout players, as I was saying, Oscar Mercado. He can definitely have a breakout season, in my opinion. And, Frankie, I'm really just hoping he just stays for a little bit longer, But Jose Ramirez, that injury last year kind of tore us apart as Indians fans, we didn't make the wild card. But that's all good, and I'm just really expecting Franmil Reyes to kind of step up, and he's just really got to hit the ball like he did last season. And the last topic for today, keeping Francisco Lindor happy. We're going to have to start building that infield, and it starts now. From this moment that I'm speaking right now, we need to start getting that infield going. And if we're keeping him happy, he's going to want to stay in Cleveland, and Cleveland loves Francisco Lindor. And that will wrap it up for today, and I'll see you later. Bye.